Hello everyone and welcome back to FTB Infinity. So last time we left off, we were doing some stuff. What were we doing? I can't remember. Off camera, I have made everything we need to process everything that'll come out of our laser drill and somewhat store it. I need more structural upgrades so I can make void upgrades, but still, basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pulverizing, smelting, and sag milling everything, and then assembling them into their block format or whatever other format I can do to compress them down even further, and then putting them into a barrel. And we'll select a place to set up that next time, or soon. I also died off camera. That sucked. But thankfully this has the gravestone mods in it, so that's not a problem. Our node is now at 52 aspects. You can't even see them all. If I go down here, you can. So there you go. It's a long list. You can see everything named on the Wayla little tooltip there. It'll tell you everything you need to know. I was finding a whole ton of sinister nodes that were just not in obelisks or anything. They were just out and about, so that was a bit annoying. I had to stay out there. I had to bring this node to the sinister nodes, otherwise I'd be turning this area into an eerie biome, and nobody wants that. So today, first things first, I'm going to show you the progress we've made with the bees. My next goal is to get an Imperial bee. So I've got cultivateds, commons, diligence, nobles, unusuals, and majestics. So I recently got the majestics. We were breeding that from nobles and cultivateds. And they kind of went over to the Imperial side and back and forth for a while, so it's kind of got the Imperial's effect here, so it gives me regen as long as I'm in the area. It takes a while for it to pop back up, but it gives me regen for like, yeah, 4 or 5 seconds-ish. So that's cool. I've also got a whole ton of junk bees, but today, something I want to show you guys is we're going to start off with a bee thing here. And I'm going to... nope, not over here. Over here. Ow, what was that? I don't know. This guy. I want to use this guy. So what we need to make for this is we need to make a blank gene sample. So, blank gene sample. There we go. So all I need for that is a bunch of tin and some redstone. Well, not a bunch of tin, but some tin, for sure. I've been stretched really thin with resources after this whole machine building thing. Some resources I'm still doing decent on, like tin I'm not doing too poorly. However, stuff like iron I'm completely tapped out, almost. So... that's a thing. It'd be nice to get the laser drill up and running sooner rather than later, and I'll probably start setting that stuff off camera between episodes. So we have our blank gene template. Now we also need labware, if I am not mistaken. Lab. Nope, what's it called? At Gendustry. Genetics labware. There we go. So I need 4 glass panes and a diamond. So, the good thing about this is it makes 16 per. The annoying thing is that it takes diamonds, but that's okay. We'll have our laser drill up and running eventually, and we should be able to produce diamonds faster than this process burns them up. So, genetic labware. Now let's just take a bee so we can test this whole system out. You can see I've got a few Imperials here. Let's take an Imperial. Let's take an Imperial Noble. And then let's sleep here. let's go over to our genetic sampler. Boom, boom. We put the bee in. It consumes the bee, consumes some power, and then it isolates one of the traits that that bee had on it. For example, it has no temperature tolerance, so that's a terrible genetic sample. So what you can do to get rid of it, oh, there's some iron I had, is all you have to do is smelt it, and it resets it to blank. And then you can go ahead and you can go get yourself another bee and try to get a better trait. My goal is to have a few traits that I really like stored up, and then with Gendustry you can create like templates that have all your ideal aspects on them, and then so on and so forth. So let's try to get something we actually want. Let's take these 3 and let's try this a few more times. And you know what? Let's make a few more genetic samples. Why don't we? Genetic things. Let's get ourselves 4 total. So here we go. Kind of low on redstone, which isn't too much of a problem. Redstone isn't too hard to come by. I still have a ton of it in the tunnels under the base. And with a fortune pick, you know, you get a whole ton of redstone. So, not a problem. Everything else, however, is absolutely an issue. So let's see what this guy's gonna give me. Boop. Fertility of 3. So that's not terrible, but it's not the highest for... Excuse me, sorry about that. It's not the highest fertility in the game. The highest is 4. Effect none. That's actually a great trait to have. So I'm definitely keeping this guy. Let's see if we can't get ourselves... Now you may be asking, why am I wasting the Imperials if I don't already have an Imperial Bee? Well, because I don't need the Imperial Bee. All I have to do is get another Majestic and crossbreed it with a Noble, and all is fine. There you go, we have ourselves... Oh, I guess I was 1 bee short. We have ourselves our first trait that we want to keep. Now, another big reason that I would like a whole bunch more iron is so I can finally upgrade some of these chests. You know what would be nice, actually? 4 of you, 2 of you, and a bunch of you. Let's go ahead and make ourselves some diamond chests so we have a little bit more storage versatility over here. Oh, that's a little messed up, but I'll fix that later. I have a ton of leftover glass from building machines. I made way too much and I didn't realize it until later, so that sucked. But all in all, not the worst thing in the world. Okay, I'm going to put this chest here, and you're going to hold our good gene samples. So there we go. Good gene samples you want for your templates are everything but species, basically, and then you'll want to have your species separate. So there you go. Now, the next thing I would like to do is I would like to show you guys how to terraform. So you know we ran into an issue where I couldn't breed bees over here. I had to set them up in the river biome where the temperature was normal and all that, because this place is it's got a normal temperature but the humidity is arid, so it's like a desert basically. So that doesn't work for a lot of bees. So what we're going to do is we are going to terraform, and we need you for this. Actually, we don't need you. Well, no, we don't need you. I'm gonna leave you there. I'm gonna go pick up this one. Oh, thank you. So, we are going to take all of these things I'm gonna put you up here. Why not? Let's link you together. And then let's grab a portal gun for ease of access. I have a whole bunch of spares now. Let's take Peabody's. Let's put you up there. No. There we go. And now we need to go to the Magic Forest, which I believe is, yeah, northeast. So all we have to do is go over there, and I'm going to start collecting some silverwood logs, specifically those with a node inside of them. Silverwood logs are also a way of getting a good way of getting a ton of compound aspects. They have a higher chance of did I say pure nodes? I think I said pure nodes. Pure nodes in silverwood trees specifically have a higher chance of getting some stuff. So you can see this sinister node has turned this little square area here into an entirely separate biome, and we are essentially going to do the same thing with pure nodes. The reason you want a pure node is because eerie biomes have a tendency to spawn more hostile mobs than usual. A pure node only has a chance of spawning new mobs in an area, one of which is non-hostile, and the other of which has like a 50-50 chance of spawning hostile, I think. I don't know how Wisp hostility works. Sometimes they're hostile, sometimes they're not. Maybe they're always hostile and they just don't have great AI sometimes. I don't know. Either way. And then the other mob is the Peck, which we'll probably meet someday. Hopefully. So we just need to find a silverwood tree with a node in it and move it over. I'm gonna get a few of these, so that's why I put the portal gun, so I can go back and forth easily. And here we have our first one. Where is my axe? Oh man, I didn't get my axe. Huh. That's okay. It was made out of stone, so it's not the worst thing in the world that I didn't get it back. So what do you have in you? Perfoditio? That's a nice aspect. We'll probably get that out of you eventually, but for now, we need you in your log form. Now, as far as I've ever experimented, the node does have to remain in the silverwood log for it to change the biome around it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back home, and here we have our little node. Now we're going to, and you can see it's starting to change the biome in the area to magical forest. Right where I'm standing, you can see on the, oh, it switched back? How did it switch back? Well, it'll slowly start converting the biome in the area. So I'm gonna put my next one over here, rebind this. I should keep these things on me. And then let's go back. That's not gonna work. There we go. And let's get a new pure node. Easy peasy. I believe I saw some nodes over this way. So here's one. Actually, let's get a little bit higher since we can. And you know what? Okay, cool. That works out well. Whoops. Still not this one. So let's... There we go. And, ooh, you have aura menu. That is a super rare aspect, and I don't have that one yet. So we are definitely cracking you open at some point to feed to my other guy. Fortunately, you don't have very much of it, so that sucks. Let's take these off my bar and head home. Sleep the night away, and so on and so forth. And slowly but surely, the area around these things is definitely changing to a magical forest. You can see it in the grass type, even if the rest isn't showing it. So the more of these things I have around, the faster this is going to go. So let's bind you again. And let's head back. And let's do this again. So there's another one over here. And you know what? It might be easier to go from the top down. Oh, that is not the right key. There we have it. Why not? Oh, right, but I do need the thing to actually be under it. That is a thing that I forgot about. Oh, this is awkward. And of course that's the wrong key again. There we go. Okay. No compound aspect in here, so we're not going to crack you open eventually, but... And that accidentally teleported me with it. That's fine, though. Look at this. It's so quick. So then all we have to do is keep doing this. Unfortunately, we just left our calibrated thing over here, which is fine. We can just portal back to it, as we did. But I do have to rebind this. And then let's get one more. One more should be fine. Here we have... Oh, here we have two. We may as well get them both. I mean, why not? This one definitely seems to have Victus or something on it. Oh, that was already on my bar. Didn't think that through. There we go. Before I walk by my hungry node feeder with that on. Ooh, Victus and Tempest. That's an interesting combination. Okay, so we'll get that last one and then we'll be good for now. As this biome slowly changes, hopefully. Doesn't seem to be changing. Okay, it changes. Well, for some reason it's a bit glitchy on the mini map. Okay, so I rebound you, right? Let's just make sure I did that because I don't remember if I did. So snag that, and we go after one more. Whoop. Whoosh. Okay. Let's see here. That is the wrong key. Okay, can't take leaves. Fair enough. Almost stacks of silverwood logs. Okay, now we have the node exposed. Sure, why not? Vitreous. teeny tiny bit of it, but vitreous nonetheless. Did I did. Could have swore I put that away. Alrighty, so that is going to start converting this area into magical forest, which will have a temperature and humidity of normal, which means I'll be able to breed my bees around my house, which will be fantastic. This is not where the portal guns are. This is where they are. This node has lost its permutatio, but we managed to get 5 from it, which isn't so bad. We've got our 53rd aspect in here. In here, it's only got 2 of it, so it's not going to last very long or do very much, but hopefully we get lucky, roll of the dice, you know, all that stuff, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to... let's keep you on me for now. This is still going exceptionally well. Like, it's going really well. So let's go rebind you to here, so that next time I need to go grab a node, I can grab one. Easy peasy. And there we have it. So this is going relatively quickly, as you can see. The grass is changing color. It's a nice color too. Like, I don't like this biome just for the fact that it's got better humidity and temperature, but also because it just has a much nicer aesthetic to it. So yeah, but we are at time for today, so that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed all that fun stuff, as always. If you did enjoy, please feel free to leave a like, leave a comment. Any and all feedback is very much appreciated, and I love hearing from you guys. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.